Hi, good morning. So today I'm gonna jump into the garden and see if I can make a dent into the weeds. I have a forest of weeds and I need to get on top of it, otherwise I'm gonna have no vegetables. So let's gonna have a look at what the garden looks like. Strawberry patch. The orchard I did mow a couple of days ago and I did some weeding, so this field is the best. All the others is really bad. At least you can see the plants in this bed. In this bed we've got onions, carrots, beets and peas and some beans, but it's in a real bad state at the moment, so I need to get in here and get rid of all the weeds. In this plot we have a lot of different vegetables. So we got cucumbers, zucchinis, lettuce, cauliflower, onions, just a mixed bunch, and obviously lots of weeds. Zucchinis is starting to come out. No cucumbers yet, just a few flowers. So down this path we have the dugout. This is the water source for my garden. About 2 years ago I started on this area and I just used the tractor and pushed the branches onto a pile. So for the last 2 years it's been decomposting, so I'm gonna take all that brush that I scraped off and start a hygge. I hope I pronounce it right. A hygge culture. It's some kind of German method where you build these mounds and you can plant plants in it, vegetables, flowers and stuff. This is where I'm starting to make these mounds, and hopefully I can plant something there soon. The dugout is really not very deep. It's maybe 3 feet at most. So I'm going to start off with this garden on this side here, but very important, before we can start weeding we need to do some stretches just to make sure that we're good for the day. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm nice and warmed up now, so let's get gardening. So I cleaned up the first 2 rows. So obviously there's a price that I have to pay working the swirl of the rototiller, but I put some manure on, lots of manure, sheep manure, and I just want to feed a family. So I like no-till farming, but in my case it just won't work. It's just too labor intensive. With this I can in the morning clean out a plot like this. Tied the peas back. Hopefully I can get past now. Gives me a little bit of more space. But these plants are loaded with peas. I think we're gonna have a lot of peas to process this year. There's just tons and tons of peas. One nice thing of working in the garden is you can snack on the peas the whole day. Nice and crunchy and fresh. Good stuff. The beans is starting to come in. They're tiny little beans at the moment, but there's quite a few there, and they still have flowers, so that's a good sign, I believe. The beets are still tiny. I'll pick one. They're kind of that size now, a little bit small. Actually, they are quite nice this small, but we want them a little bit bigger to process. And carrot plants, not sure, kind of that size now. Another one there, kind of average. The onions, this year I tried something new. I watched a YouTube video and they said cut the tops of the onions and the bulbs will grow bigger. So what I did is half of this line I cut the tops off, and the other half I left, and then at the end of the year we'll see how it goes. They're kind of still small. Potato towers, I'm not sure how well they're going to do this year. They're kind of yellow at the moment. I don't know if the plants is too big and they're starting to die off, or because we had 3 weeks of rain, maybe too much rain, I don't know. Pickling cucumbers, they're starting to come in. Kind of that size at the moment. And there's a ton. I planted most probably 200 plants, I would say. Radishes is doing really well. We've been eating at it for a while now. Nice and spicy. These are the asparagus plants that we planted in this planter box, but I am not sure if they can survive the winter. So if you know, please leave in the comments if I should transplant them into the ground or just leave them in the planter boxes. We go up to -40 in the winters, yeah, and I'm scared that the roots in this planter boxes is just gonna freeze and die. Please let me know if you know. Please put in a comment, and then you guys can help me out. It's our dill trees. They like trees. They're huge. Maybe I should have trimmed them. And we've got lots of zucchinis. Zucchinis is up to this size now. Quite a nice size. Got some cauliflower starting, but I really need to weed this field. Some more spring onions. Okay guys, I'm gonna continue weeding and cleaning up this garden. If you liked the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll make some more videos. Until we see you again.